What's good, y'all, man? It is your boy Sniper Cakes, and I got a banger for you guys. We're going to talk about how to cop the Jordan 4 white cements and how to resell the Jordan 4 white cements. This right here is probably the most anticipated Jordan 4 of 2025. And if you're able to execute, you can make a ton of money. So I've been reselling for the past 5 years, almost 6 years full time, and I have done 7 figures plus in sales. So I'm going to give you guys some insight on how you can make big time money with these Jordan 4 white cements. And make sure you stay into the end because I have a special treat for everybody that watches this video until the end. So first things first, this sneaker, Jordan 4, definitely clean. You cannot beat this right here. Super, super clean. So the stock numbers on this Jordan 4 white cement, it's around 150,000 pairs. There's about 71,000 pairs on the Nike sneakers app. So there isn't a crap ton of stock of this sneaker. However, if you put in some footwork, you'll be able to cop this sneaker. So the biggest thing with reselling, if you want to do bigger numbers, is that you got to get quantity. You got to get enough pairs, therefore you can actually make more money. Because if you don't have enough pairs, how are you supposed to make money? So there's really three ways that you can actually get these pairs. Number one is doing their traditional way, which is the all the retailers, the Foot Lockers, the JD Sports, the your local store. You do the raffle tickets, you hope on the Nike sneakers app, all those different things. So you're doing the traditional way, and you hope to God you do about 10 raffles, and you hopefully can pick 10 pairs. So you get 10 pairs, you sell them for. We'll go over kind of like the resale numbers on it for $300, and yeah, you made some money. You probably made whatever, $600, $500 if you're able to kind of be able to sell them without all those different fees, which I'm going to talk about how to sell them as well. So that's the first way. The first way is using the traditional way of getting the sneakers, which is doing all the raffles. Hopefully you're able to cop for the retailers. The second way is botting, where you have a computer software or somebody that is doing all of the, XYZ to get these pairs online. So you're able to bot a whole bunch of pairs, and then you have enough pairs through one sequence where you're able to get a crap ton of these Jordan 4 white cements. Even with botting, it is not guaranteed because, again, things can fail. There's bot protection, all that good stuff. But as a reseller, many people like botting, especially if it's for a profitable sneaker. However, when you do bot, you got to wait until all the pairs come in, and sometimes they do get canceled. And then the third way is backdooring or getting sneakers in wholesale. The great thing about backdooring is that, bam, you can take a lot of stock at once. Therefore, you're able to sell, move volume, and make more money right there. And also wholesalers. If you have a connection with wholesalers, there's wholesalers throughout the U.S. There's also wholesalers overseas. If you have those connections, you're able to kind of get a whole bunch of pairs, able to sell them, make money. So those are the three ways right there where you're able to get the sneakers, and I'm going to go in a little bit more detail on those as well. Now, being able to sell the sneakers. Again, a lot of people that are watching this right here usually use the traditional routes of selling. Oh, I'm going to go on StockX and GOAT and hope to God I can make some money. Number one, when you're selling on StockX and GOAT, again, good platforms, but they kill you on the fees, man. You're getting killed on the fees. So even if you sell the sneaker for 300, you're really only getting 265, whatever the math may be. So again, kills you with fees. So that's how a lot of people sell. Number two is consignment. I love, again, people love StockX Flex. You're able to sell higher because they have them in hand. Also, you have Alias Consignment, you have Flight Club, Stadium Goods, you have your local store consignments. You're able to make more money through consignment because it's actually there, it's in their hands. Therefore, you can progress there. And the last one right there is actually having clientele, which is the number one in my opinion. Because if you have clientele, guess what? You don't have any fees, you can charge a good price, and you make more money. All the resellers that are doing 7 figures plus, most of them, I say about 90% of them, are having clientele. Therefore, they can move value and make more money. But now I'm going to share my screen and kind of go over these while you see my screen and be able to make some money with the white cements. So I'm going to share my screen real quick and then we'll be good to go. Let's get it. So, guys, I am sharing my screen. Jordan 4 white cement. They were actually going for 215 right here. And again, super clean sneaker. This is going to be your traditional way of sourcing. If you don't have the Foot Locker app, use the Foot Locker app. Use the JD Sports, also Dick's Sporting Goods app. They have them. Going to be on the Nike Sneakers app. Ask your family and friends to go that. You have all these different raffles. Any place that has a Nike account where they get Jordans will have the Jordan 4 white cement. So make sure you're in here, you're ready to go. And this is the traditional way of sourcing. Again, the biggest barrier of this is the limitation of how many pairs you can get. If you do really good, you might get 10 pairs. Again, great. It's a good process, but if you want to make a lot of money with reselling, you can't only rely on this. If you're a beginner, then yes, being able to use all the retailers is great. Sneaker News is a great site where you can kind of get some of the raffles right here. So the second right here, bam, is going to be actually botting. So this is my Discord right here. So we have botters in my Discord that help you get a lot of pairs. As you see, you can have multiple checkouts. We do every single sneaker, and people cook with my Discord with botting. So this is a way where you can have somebody, because again, if you don't know how to bot, it's just too hard. It's a learning curve to bot. So I'd rather have somebody do it for me and to be able to get pairs. So bam, you fill out checkout. They can get as many pairs that they want. If they're a really good botter, you can win a decent amount of pairs right here. So that allows you to get more pairs of the Jordan 4 white cement. The next one right here is actually getting sneakers from backdooring or sneakers in wholesale. So what I like to talk about wholesale is kind of like Costco, where you're able to get bulk and you're able to get a decent price. As you see, Costco is a wholesaler. So with this process here with wholesale, again, I have a list of wholesalers that I actually use. If you want to learn how to get bulk, hit the link below. I actually have a free live training that goes over exactly how to actually utilize my list, get sneakers in wholesale, therefore you're able to get sneakers in bulk, get sneakers early, and make more money. Hit that link in the description section. I have a free live training. Yes, a free live training is off the chain. It is a game changer right here. But if you see with Costco right here, you're basically able to shop there as a wholesaler. You're going to get, guess what, items in bulk, and then you're going to get a decent price. Again, that's Costco right there. The same thing is true with sneaker wholesale as well. Also, you have your mom and pop shops. So let's say boutiques. Let's look at Detroit sneaker boutiques right here. A lot of these boutiques right here backdoor. And what I mean backdoor is that if you create a relationship with them, they are able to get you pairs through the back door and you can get them all at once. So make sure you put your whatever may be your city with sneaker boutique or whatever. My biggest thing, give them a call, kind of go from there, try to create a relationship. And that's where you see a lot of these resellers with hundreds of pairs. A lot of times they're getting it backdoored or they're getting it from wholesalers. The great thing about this right here is that it allows you to get more pairs and it saves you time. That is the benefit of getting sneakers backdoored and also wholesale, but it does involve a relationship, which is huge. So make sure you are kind of tapping in, creating those relationships. If you want to do big time numbers with the reselling or help people do six figures plus using a lot of these methods that I'm talking about right here. So those are really the three ways to get the sneaker. Now going into selling, most people use this platform called StockX. StockX is a good platform. However, you get killed with fees. Let's go right here. Jordan 4 white cement. I want to sell, let's say, a size 13. It's going for about 300 bucks. If I want to sell this here on StockX and you have GOAT, you have all these different platforms, I want to sell now and I want to sell it. Let's say sell now, bam, 290. I have the 2025, bam. I have the men's, bam. So out that 290, guys, I'm only making 251. Out that 290, I'm only making 251. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of using the apps for everything. Yes, you got to utilize them, but I'm just not a huge fan of that because at the end of the day, you're not going to make as much money as you want. Now, there's something called StockX Flex. If you ever have the level 3 seller account where you're able to make more money. So they have the sneaker. It's a consignment platform, StockX Flex. You have to be a level 3, But now with StockX Flex, if I can find it here, right here, bam, StockX Pro, as you see right here, a lot of people that I work with actually have a StockX Pro account because they got to level 2, a level 3, excuse me. So now they're able to use this and actually charge more. If you go to StockX and you see the ones with the, bam, if you see the ones with the actual, the rocket ship, let's go to market data right here. You see the ones with the rocket ship. As you see, you're able to charge more because they actually have the sneaker. Look at the difference, 400 compared to 290. Like you're able to make 400 compared to 300. So StockX Flex, you're able to make a lot more money. But there's a lot of consignment platforms that you can use. You can use Alias Consignment, which is GOAT's platform. You can also use Flight Club. You can use Stadium Goods as well, which is a consignment. So this is a way you can sell as well. And like I said, eBay, you know, is good that you can sell. So there's a lot of ways to sell. But the one that I like the most is having clients for yourself, where you have actual people that come to you and you're able to make more money, guys. Guys, the reason why I've been able to make a crap ton of money in reselling is because I took the time and got clients for people that actually want sneakers. Because when you do this, guys, you don't have to deal with all those crappy fees that you're using in all these different platforms. You are able to make money and create a relationship, and guess what? Build a book of business where now you can have clients coming back. Book of business, and have clients coming back. People are coming. They want the sneakers. So that's why I love to have clients as well. And eventually you can have your website and all those different things, but it takes discipline. Also, if you want to move volume, you can have stores, resell stores that will buy directly from you. Like for instance, you get them backdoored from a sneaker boutique, or you get it from a wholesaler, and then you flip it to a great relationship of an actual sneaker shop. You can sell them X amount of pairs and make money there as well. So that's the way you're going to be able to sell in volume if you want to make a ton of money with reselling. So I kind of broke a lot of stuff down right here. If you want to learn how to sneaker resell, get sneakers in bulk, learn how to sell them and be effective and efficient, make sure you are at my free live training that I'm hosting. Again, it is in the description section. I go through wholesale, I go through selling, I go through buying, I go through all of those things. So do not miss out, guys. It is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime. Make sure you hit the link in the description section. These are definitely a fire sneaker, and you can make a lot of money if you know what you're doing, if you're consistent and you're diligent, because again, sneaker reselling, it gets very lucrative, guys. It's very lucrative, and it's going to 30 billion by 2030. So you can get a piece of that pie, but you have to know what you're doing. Hope to see you soon at my live training. Hit the link below. But this was a little bit of a insight on how to resell and be good and be good to go. So see you there. You already know Sniper Kicks is out. Peace.